Right, okay, if you can take your seats, because I will shortly be welcoming the Economic Secretary to the Treasury to her very first Congress and to speak with us today, and that is Rachel Blake. Rachel is one of the ministers with explicit responsibility for cooperative and mutual growth. Her portfolio includes cooperatives, society law, credit unions, building societies and mutual insurers. But more importantly, Rachel is a Labour and cooperative MP. So this really, let's hear it from Rachel. This is really important. She totally understands what we're trying to achieve. And earlier today we talked about the division and the hate that we find in the world. Well, who better than our ministers to help us find ways to cooperate together, work more effectively. So I'm actually over the moon to be welcoming the first Labour and Cooperative EST to Congress, the Right Honourable Rachel Blake.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that very warm welcome. I'm absolutely delighted to be here with you. As you've heard, I'm a Labour and Cooperative Member of Parliament. I'm very proud to be a Labour and Cooperative Member of Parliament, and I'm very proud of the traditions that the co-op movement has brought into government and has brought into my party and the work that the government is doing. It's really good to be here in my first month as well as Economic Secretary to the Treasury. I was appointed 4 weeks ago yesterday, and when I saw that this was possibly on the cards, I was really happy to confirm that I would be here. I've had a chance to chat to a few of you just before I've arrived, and it's only renewed my enthusiasm and passion for the sector. It's so diverse in terms of what you are all doing and the sectors that you're working in, whether or not it's housing or banking, and just the number of groups that are bringing together different products as well demonstrates the strength of the sector. So I'm absolutely delighted to be here because the sector has such deep roots in the UK, and as we know, the sector is really grounded in communities, and in this day and age, in terms of the division that we are experiencing, I think the role of communities and the role of community businesses can't be underestimated. It's brilliant to be here as well in Birmingham, the birthplace of the global building society movement. In 1775, I understand, people met in the Golden Cross Inn and pooled their savings to help each other to own homes. This is an idea grounded in fairness and in mutual support. And nearly 70 years later, this same instinct is what brought the Rochdale pioneers together and shaped the mutual movement as we know it today. I think these clear roots provide a really strong foundation for innovation in the sector as well. And I know that that's something that you've been talking about in Congress, how the sector innovates and looks to the future. It's really clear to me what an important and distinctive role co-ops and mutuals play in our economy. The member-owned model does something different, and I think it's vital. The co-op and mutual sector spans every part of the economy: retail, housing, agriculture, energy, financial services, and more. Across the UK, there are more than 8,400 registered cooperative and community benefit societies, collectively holding around 223 billion in assets and 12 million memberships. I know this figure is higher when considering the wider democratic economy, with the latest cooperative and mutual economy report citing over 10,000 businesses, over 65 million memberships and 1.5 million employees. I think you should all give yourself a round of applause. And it's local organisations rooted in their communities to large-scale enterprises with national reach. Cooperatives demonstrate that business can succeed while staying true to values of fairness, participation and shared ownership. This sector supports consumers, strengthens resilience and ensures that economic success is shared more widely. That contribution is not just relevant today, it's increasingly important as we work to build a more inclusive and sustainable economy for the future. That is why this government has been clear. We want to see the cooperative and mutual sector grow and thrive. And my ambition is for the sector to double in size, ensuring we can unlock the full potential of the sector to support inclusive growth across the UK economy. This has been a priority from the beginning. The Chancellor set out her ambition at Mansion House in 2024, and since then we have been delivering a comprehensive multi-year programme of work which touches on the whole of the cooperative and mutual sector. We're making real progress. Last month, we introduced the Financial Services and Markets Bill, which includes important measures to expand and modernise the credit union common bond in Great Britain, widening access, supporting growth, and ensuring more people can benefit from affordable financial services. And through the Financial Inclusion Strategy, we are supporting initiatives such as the Credit Union Transformation Fund in England, helping credit unions to grow and better serve their members. Alongside this, we are progressing updates to the Building Societies Act, ensuring that the legislative framework keeps pace with the needs of modern mutual businesses. And we have commissioned the Law Commission to review cooperative, community benefit society and friendly society law, which will be key for considering future legislative reform. The Cooperative and Community Benefit Societies Act 2014 review is developing proposals to ensure the law is up to date, proportionate and reflects the needs of a modern and growing sector. Crucially, it has been shaped by consultation with the sector, ensuring any reform reflects your experience and your needs. I know you are eagerly awaiting these reports, as am I, which are expected to be published later this year, and after which the government will provide a full response to the recommendations. We also recognise that legislation is not enough. The regulatory framework must support rather than inhibit the unique strengths of cooperatives and mutuals. That is why we asked the regulators to take a closer look at the mutuals landscape. The PRA and FCA responded with detailed reports and clear actions, including removing outdated requirements for building societies, launching new support functions for mutual societies, and committing to further reviews of credit union regulation. And I am looking forward to engaging with the regulators to hear what their next steps are. This kind of collaborative approach is essential, because government cannot and should not drive this agenda alone. This is also why the Chancellor took that first opportunity in 2024 to welcome the Mutual and Cooperative Sector Business Council, led by Chair Kevin Parry, and from next month to be led by the Co-op Group Chair, Debbie White. The Council is helping to shape a shared agenda for growth, informed by your expertise and grounded in the realities of running cooperative businesses across the country. In just its first year, it has already proven its value, bringing the sector together with government in a way that is collaborative, practical, and focused on delivery. I very much look forward to working with the Council, continuing the work of my predecessor. As you know, the Chancellor announced in her most recent budget that the Department for Business and Trade would launch a call for evidence on cooperatives and non-financial mutuals. This closed earlier this year. The call for evidence is providing the evidence base to identify the different opportunities for growth, understand the current barriers to growth you face, and ensure that the right support is available to the sector. The response from across the cooperative movement has been incredibly valuable. I can assure you that this is not just a consultation, but a catalyst. Thank you for taking the time to contribute your experiences and ideas. The evidence is helping to shape how government can better support cooperatives, not just to exist, but to expand, to scale up, to innovate, and to compete in a modern economy. Taken together, this programme represents a clear and sustained commitment from government to support your growth, innovation, and long-term success. Because the impact of your work goes far beyond individual organisations. Cooperatives play a central role in building stronger communities. They support people to access essential goods and services, to participate in the economy, and to have a real stake in the enterprises that serve them. They promote resilience, not just within businesses, but across the wider economy. and they demonstrate that growth and fairness can go hand in hand. It's a core part of how we build an economy that works for everyone. And that's why today I'm pleased to announce that the government is going further. The government will be appointing a mutual and cooperative sector champion. This champion will act as an ambassador for the sector and will raise awareness of the mutual and cooperative difference. We're in the process of identifying the right person for this role, and we'll communicate this with you as soon as we can. This is another touch point. Thank you. This is another touch point with government and will help continue to ensure that efforts for growth are focused with the most effective and impactful way possible. So let me finish by just saying thank you. First, a thank you to Rose Marley, James Wright and the team at Co-operatives UK for organising this Congress and for your engagement with government that I was delighted to hear about the detail of earlier. And thank you to all of you for the work you do every day to support your members and communities. And please do pass on my thanks to everybody that works in your organisations as well. Thank you for the ideas, the challenge and the partnership that you bring to shared work. And thank you for the role you are playing to shape the future of this sector. Because when cooperatives succeed, communities are stronger, opportunity is wider, and our economy is more resilient. I look forward to continuing this work together, and I look forward to everything we will build together. Thank you.
So how exciting that we're going to actually have a co-op champion. We talked about it earlier. We don't tell our story well and effectively. And I do sit on the Mutuals Council. And one of the things that we've really struggled with actually was being tackled in one of the rooms upstairs when all our federals came together. And governments tend to work in government departments, so you've got the Treasury and the Department for Business, but what this champion can do is sit across all of that. So how do we bring housing together with energy, with social care, with our consumer co-ops? So do believe the government's really listening, and delighted that they've brought that news today to put that champion in place, and they will be engaging with us about how they can be effective and how they can be measured. So really looking forward to see that drive forward. I know lots of you have been waiting for the moment that we really start to see the impact of the doubling the size in the manifesto. So I think this is going to be a big part of it. So we'll continue our conversations with Treasury about how cooperatives can help to deliver change our country needs and support the cooperative movement to deliver this work.